part of the initiator battle, right? With the information gathering initiators, you know, using those knives to great effect for Munchkin, like we saw the other day. Quack mentioned setting up
Silver
with
diff.
The flashes. We saw some really good pop flashes from. I can
Silver
remember
diff,
one
KO
behind
diff.
Yellow that was so perfectly timed. It was crazy good.
Not fully.
So things like that are going to be the advantages
fully
that
sold
GenG is
on
going to lean
the
into.
Gecko
going
yet.
to need to press to get Texture going, to give him that extra boost to kind of best Jemkin, who's having a really solid day.
I think I'm enjoying the harbor the most out of what I've seen.
Yeah, we cannot wait, and here we go once again, this time into Icebox. Let's pass it over to your casters, Achilles and Aserai.
Thank you very much.
I still feel it. I still feel
once more.
Still feel like these teams
again,
still feel like these teams
was the opening map.
haven't showed me that it's like super easy to plant.
It will be the one
This comp definitely has
in the tournament
better potential at like taking deep sight, but the Sova makes it a lot easier.
This also was the map I
RRQ on defense,
Jemkin had the most
GenG on attack. Why is Sage disappeared? Yeah, because of Wingman.
Started. But to be fair, now
Pretty much
the most
pretty much always we'll see Gecko, Harbor,
so
Sage,
the
just to make the plant easier.
Of this man.
Maybe like 5% you won't see one of them, but you kind of have one of the guys that helps you plant.
Oh, what a bait! Hero, yeah, baiting him in, managing to find one, but cannot get the follow-up, so Texture able to equalize. That's going to be onto the flash is taken away here from the side of GenG, but now they make their way over to the site. With that Wingman, the plant can come down.
Yeah, and this is a good plant from Wingman though.
Here on the back end. Here's the double
against the wall, double push out towards spawn, and
getting ready to come through, though,
I was gonna say I wanted Karen to maybe commit to that, but
pressure. The re-swing. Jemkin gonna be good for one. Pushing up, Meteor, however, good for the other, but Jemkin now finds two. Identifying as well that position from Lakia. That's his way over underneath tube. Three remaining players.
Anyone use Sage on this tournament? Yeah, but only only Sunset at the moment.
Be noted, needs to hit the headshot here as they look to wrap around on top of him. They managed to make it happen.
It's a good plant.
Re-swinging back here. Gets the
good plant for this guy.
Finding one, they're gonna have to try to stick to this one. He gets them off in it. And Lakia looks for the clutch.
Lovely from Lakia. And yeah, that's the benefit of this plant. Means that when you go through middle, got the perfect angle for it.
So much time
so shout out, honestly, shout out to Wingman for the plant here. I mean, it was his own plant, to be fair. Lakia set himself up.
3 players of RRQ was chasing Texture on yellow. Possibly not the wise decision, as they had to run all the way back where Lakia was waiting. And he performed surgery by taking them down one by one to secure the pistol. What a round from Lakia.
That's so good.
More trying to get up in front. Seems like they are very well aware. Yeah, they are. They know that there's going to be somebody lurking here. The dizzy shot helping to give it away.
Dude, Lakia's farming.
Trying to come up with a
give him this orb. Gets
quickly.
the orb. One plant away from getting ult.
It's now recovered. Sparrow trying to lurk forward. Have been noted by that 0 point. Swing onto the corner. Texture putting some damage down, putting in the kill.
Here we go. You would love a plant. It goes for the safe plant on this one. That's his ult. That's his ult.
Dragging him down. Is he up over the top, helping to keep himself safe? Covering fire comes in from his teammates.
Where did the bullets go there?
Shot there to put him down, but with 1 HP and the spray
Okay.
coming his way.
Nicely done. And they go to the third round, first big buy round for RRQ, and they're up against the Fish ult. What an absolute nightmare. And Fish ult's super strong over towards A, so I imagine they go
The
A.
amount of targets being blinded, right, has been pretty substantial here. And quite impactful too.
Decent value being found, but especially for Lakia, who now does have that Thresh online.
I say is the instant group to be.
Going into opponents, the firepower here for GenG, it's not too bad. Guardian, 2 other rifles. Spectre, pretty much the weakest thing that they have. Sparrow this time, no bait attempt, just going to be sniping that one out of the sky.
Ooh, Meteor using the smoke to sneak his way in under orange.
So if I'm thinking of the weaknesses of both of these teams, an Odin back as Snowman to stop the plant, and just someone playing here, they should never be able to plant over towards B. But
Punish though, the 1 for 1.
I think people have just forgotten that exists.
Does get the kill.
Honestly,
RRQ for
I reckon
now,
like Fnatic will bring it out and everyone will like remember.
That B hit. Now that they hear the
Oh,
wingman
we take
coming in,
back
they just
sight.
jump over the
Damn, we
top.
take back
They
sight
are
with the
looking
double
for
flashes.
Xpero. They will
Oh,
find
damn,
him.
that was really cool. KO flash, then Gecko
Set
flash.
plays to just really take deep positions here on the map, on these sites.
Kind of nice, because it doesn't have to be the most perfect flash. You're gonna turn away from the KO flash, but then you look back and Dizzy's flying already through the air.
At that very
So
last,
I think this actually was a really good flash, but
just before
doesn't have to be a
Dizzy
perfect one.
expires, Texture's already there to go for the punish. And
this is kind of
again,
backing
they
up the
realize that they've lost control of Orange.
it's
so
kind
if
of
they
backing
really
up
want to secure this plant
the
on
theory that kind
with
of
the
the
wingman,
extra
they had
flash
to push all the
agents
way
really
on
make Gecko look
Snowman and
good.
get that value, which they did. So GenG
It
just
feels like
knowing how
one
to
flash
follow
into
through
another
so
flash
efficiently and
just
quickly
secures you a
that,
kill.
Again, RRQ is just not able to really catch up.
I mean, and it's another bonus conversion. Their third one so far. They converted both.
I think that would have been
back
beaten
over
Odin
on
there.
Lotus in
Yeah,
map 1.
you're not wrong.
And they managed to do it again.
And
here
honestly,
on
GenG
Icebox.
might
They
have
don't
just
have
done
to use
this
the thrash
knowing
for
that,
it either. So
well,
that
knowing
ult
that this is the
still
weakness,
very much held on
and
to,
just in case
as you
it
can see
did
from
come out
RRQ,
as well.
Everyone is still staggeringly
It might have been
far away from their
GenG being
ultimates.
aware that this is the weakness of this comp. It
What an
can't really plant over
expensive
towards B
round
if we have an Odin back
for
here, so we're
RRQ.
going to take
It really
aggro.
hurts them too. Thrash is available for
It's pretty
Lakia,
cool.
and they want to
And
try their
Good news is they kept the
their
fish
setup here on A. Toxic Screen is on B though, so they always have that backup plan, but we'll see how this goes. It's Jemkin right on top.
Dizzy to check for a forward spot. Jemkin for now. Staying put, drifts back, gets himself up on top of screens. Really wary about anybody coming out from that belt push. Oh, standard Icebox play. Investigate A, rotate to B, or
Yeah,
vice
this is
versa.
nice though. They insert one over towards A. They
Push
got an
starts
alarm
coming
bot.
in.
If anyone
Decent defensive
pushes,
setup
he
is
watches
here,
this
though.
angle. Alarm bot got the other one, so they
Only
can,
now
if they
swarms to try
need to,
really
go back
slow up
over
the
towards A.
advances, plus that alarm bot.
Also, might be close enough to hear some rotates.
Playing so close too.
And then you would
We only
imagine
have
this
one
knife goes
smoke from the
towards
Viper
yellow.
Here on B.
That
Yeah.
0-point catches. No, it's a nice little
Catches
back
one.
pedal there. Only more not getting caught. Nanoswarm's now coming in. Xpero, however, going to be blinded up. Molly out onto the side of Xpero. He's just melting down.
And they're just
Yellow.
wrecking B
Finds
site,
two
and
in
they
the
go
meantime.
all the way
They're
back to
backing away
A.
again.
Meteor.
Okay, maybe they go back
Managed
to
to
B
find
with that kill.
That's gonna say,
Yeah,
that's going to be RQ saying, okay, we have to go to B
going
now.
back to B. GenG look very
Start
very
working their
good
way
at
over
the
to
moment.
Texture. I mean, he's still just holding forward here. Nocturne not finding much. Texture going to be spotted. Wingman gets the plant. Dart gets the ping. Thrash now going to be let loose. Still going to shove them all back, but Lakia trying to bring it back over to himself, maybe for a recovery, but given the positioning, don't think it's going to be possible. Munchkin now rotating in through mid, gets the backstab, flip shot, it goes down. And they would love to make a call to go for a save yet again, but they know that they are being encroached upon, so that becomes so much more difficult. Straight up pushing out, going to be good for one, but Sova gets taken down. Jemkin trying to make this a bit of a punishment here for them. Winning the round, it's not going to be able to happen. He just barely misses the opportunity to take down Karen as well.
Spike.
Munchkin
Lovely
swinging out.
stop.
Snappy comes up with a headshot, stops him from escaping. As
Yeah,
GenG
maybe a
move up
timeout.
4-0.
It's a Nico either way.
This is what GenG wants,
2-9
right?
loss
The
bonus.
options.
2
You saw
people can
how
get a
they
good
weren't even
gun,
sure if they want to keep
and
pushing
the
for
other
B,
other 3
Meteor
not so much.
already found the opening to A, so they could just gone there, and then there was the call just to go back. But first things first, this is what I was talking about.
Look at the
You said
util
it
as
already,
well. That
because
molly
of
is on
KO
that guy's
blade,
head.
hitting yellow and dropping all the utility of Xpero.
Knife
He was put
yellow,
in a
they
position where he
hit.
was so
If
near,
the knife
couldn't
hits,
really get
they
out of
then
harm's way
wall
because
up.
he's the only,
They mosh pit
smoker,
here,
so no
they
smoke of
mollied
coverage for him to
back of
reposition,
here, and they flash
GenG
yellow, so that forces
just
them into
had
the molly,
lineups,
and then they dash
just
on
kept
top.
pressing in,
Like
and
their protocol,
again,
if the knife
they
hits
couldn't
over
get any
towards
kills,
yellow, is
GenG
really
would've
strong.
just trampled the site, which they did.
They actually can't play yellow, I'm pretty sure. Or the guy in
Set up.
sight needs to break this
Did not
knife.
want to peek into that, not wanting to give away this position. Lakia just jumping back and forth. He's perfectly aware that somebody could have moved up into this spot. As now it will be confirmed. Takes the rope out. No attempt at a swing from Lakia, knowing that there's going to be somebody trying to cover for Jemkin on that excursion. So once again, it's just a little inch around, but this time, as they get ready to move towards B, I mean, the call being sounded, it would seem here from RRQ as the rotations do begin.
Never be hit on this one.
They are not forward onto the site.
Knife hits no one.
Yeah,
Can go for an
that
early
blade's
plant.
gonna clear everything on the side, so it should be a safe plan whatsoever. And if they try to have any lineups, there's the push at the back of Snowman once again.
It's triple push, but now Jemkin arriving. Managed to come up with 2. Texture, his work cut out for him.
The KO flashes right now
3v3 so far.
are outrageously good.
Comes in.
Holy
There's
hell,
the
they put
clear out.
more into
Texture
it.
backing away. Keeps himself safe for the time being as the Dizzy goes chasing but finds nothing. He's just swinging back. Spotting Elmy Moore. Knocked down to 50 HP. Drops down off the top. Looks for the headshot. Can't make it happen. Elmy Moore taking him down. Fragment now going to be invested. Just trying to clear them off. Keep them off of this spike. Getting the half defuse. As Meteor finds 2 and brings it into a 1v1. Swings onto the corner.
Yeah, had to swing because Wingman's defusing. Nicely done. They actually managed to get the round with the ult invested as well. Could have been a little bit expensive.
Huge round for
Gemkin did
Those 2
incredibly
off-cam
well
kills
though.
were so important for him. You saw how much effort GenG used just to chase down Ultra Estrella. That's the kills that he got.
Yeah, that was
That is
impressive.
perfect too, because that means that the players of GenG that was supposed to
EMEA or
have
APAC?
control up
Yeah,
until
EMEA.
the back of Snowman
EMEA is
already gone.
taking
They
priority,
instantly got
but
reverted to B main, which made it easier
Ryan Central is
for
going to be
Flipside here to
continuing
set up
Pacific.
his wingman
So,
and
so basically,
himself for
every
that
time
defuse and for
I'm
the clutch of the
switching
round.
over, Ryan
Voice
Central is
texture.
always going to be covering whether it's Pacific or China. But hopefully we don't get too many overlaps. But
Push out of 2. Looking for the clear out onto the turret, and Elmy Moore is just gunned down so far forward. No hope of bailout and nowhere to go. Was maybe anticipating, one player to be watching this rather than a full firing squad from GenG.
Dude just could not escape the bad situation. And he even used the turret, right, to, I don't know, maybe kind of some escape tactic or something. Just not gonna work. Flipsider,
hey, that's actually nice. Man,
could be something.
they got some good stuff.
But Jemkin into position
GenG.
where he can try to peel for him if that pressure were to come
Like
through.
this
But
map
Munchkin
is
just
full of
bouncing his way up
protocols
on
for
the
them.
belt, finds the kill, now puts
It's
it
really
back
good.
to hightail it out.
The KO util is
Utility
outrageous.
can
They
use to
put
try
a
to
lot of
offer
thought
that
into
smooth
this.
escape, as that null command does come through.
I'm
Tries
pretty
to
sure
just
GenG
regress
win this
through the
map.
wall.
This is scary
Step
from
down,
them.
Texture finds the kill. Estrella as well. Back on Raptors, dead. The headshot is bound. Xpero comes up with 1, spots another. Clears out the Dizzy, but
I'm telling
now
you,
it's
this
continues
little
the
combo
wide swing, avoiding the
of
spray
these
and getting
two
the kill.
is so good right now.
GenG right back into the driver's seat
Yeah,
as they
so
move
they had a
up
good
to 5
protocol
already
over
here on
towards
the
B if
attack.
the knife
RRQ
hits,
look
which
like
we
they're
talked
just
about
playing
earlier
through
with the
motions
mollies,
here.
etc.
I understand the
And then over towards here, we've got a
bait and switch
wingman,
between
which is a
Jemkin
good
and
lineup
Flipsider,
because
but
it will
Flipsider
clear over
re-peeking
towards
an
here.
angle
And then when this
when the
hits, we
Delta
have a
Man is
flash
used,
that goes
when
over
the
the top that
toxic
goes
screen is
deep
up.
enough for them then to
I
swing.
mean, that was way too risky for him to take, especially when his
They're
teammates
drilled,
were still
is what
very
I'm
far
saying,
from
chat.
really helping
They're
him
really
out.
drilled.
In that case, I mean, it could be heroic play, but when GenG are so dialed in, that just turns into a quick -1 that RRQ do not want when they want to retake a site.
Knives out. Shorty is back up here for Jemkin.
Here.
This is time. It seems like GenG might not be backing away from this site.
Same GE comp? Yeah, it is the same
Not too
GE
much
comp.
they have to
I think they have
respect ultimately, given that they know
I think
their
they have some
opponents
better
are
stuff
on a
where I'd
weaker
say the
buy.
GE have
Lockdown
like
is
insanely
available.
good spacing and teamwork in
They actually
terms
wanna
of
try to invest in here, though.
just
Drop
the
down.
numbers and the
Able to find
spacing.
one, swings back out,
more than
nearly takes
util.
out Lakia, but can't confirm the kill. Straya, surprisingly enough, not actually trying to get the clear out onto that wingman. Could have disrupted the plan, but
Yeah, I think you made the right decision there. It's a big kill. This one's actually doable.
the dart goes in.
Especially with them
Lakia
locked
can
in
back
behind
away.
here with this
Flipsider in the
guy.
meantime, get himself in around the
There's
back.
no idea about
Chance.
the alarm bot.
Thrash coming through the
Alarm
alarm
bot goes
bot.
off. Now what?
The jig is up. Lockdown invested now as the Hunter's Fury crashes across and Estrella is able to find Lakia. Sparrow getting himself another kill, and now it's all on a Meteor. Lockdown was cleared. Time still ticking away. Does he read the left side approach? There's the rope across.
Bro, you
Outsider
move so
avoiding
fast on
every
that
little
thing.
shot. Estrella
Wait,
will be able to find
okay.
the kill in the end. RRQ somehow coming
that's
up
fine.
with the goods here.
Dude, I thought they got off
All
the
those
spike and then they messed it up, but they had
Small
so fun with
decisions
time.
leading into a very,
Dude,
very
they're only
good
winning the
thrifty round
50s
here.
at the
Was that
moment.
2 thrifty round wins?
Yeah.
The one wasn't mathematically won, but it was effectively won.
Okay.
They had a carried over rifle, and I think they bought
Yeah.
like a Guardian or something into the other. So but basically, they have 2 thrifties.
These rounds that they got into are very scrappy, right?
Oh yeah.
The flank
for
from
sure.
Flipsider to get that, the ultimate from Estrella to kind of supplement and break the lockdown too. Plus, as you mentioned, not stopping the wingman, but rather looking for a more effective kill onto Charon, which I think ultimately just helped
Dude,
them out.
I mean,
we
they
were
did end
gonna
up
throw
removing
a
lot of
smoke
that
towards
from the
middle,
post play
and
utility.
then
One
I
extra
just said
person that
no,
isn't gonna
and
be
maybe
watching
we
from
have
behind.
the smoke
Yeah,
for
stop
after
that flank
plant or
from
back
bringing
a
from
site
Flipsider,
here.
but at the time,
A straight up A hit. This is chance for
Your
RRQ.
point does get the catch here onto Xpero.
Hopefully stream 2 in a row if you're thinking of them, because otherwise they're going to get pretty wrecked in this half.
Blade still held. Is lockdown going to be invested in screens here by Elmimore?
That's a good KO, and it looks like it's on.
Fragments in on top.
Yeah, it is on.
Munchkin ready for the play. As he goes up, Texture trying to tuck into the corner, ends up getting caught. Knives come back out. He manages to expend all of them without getting too much damage through, but still
We got util on the spike as well. Yeah. Yeah, this is a nice round. This is a nice round. It's a good decision to have the smoke on the spike itself there. They managed to kill Wingman with the util. Money's pretty low. There's 2 people that can't buy here.
Was that really a Viper Pit that helped RRQ or helped
Dive out for
GenG
sports psychologists for teams?
Right,
If they're good, yeah.
Using his own ultimate for things. Look at the replay real quick here.
It definitely helps,
Yeah,
especially when it's like a lot of young people are involved as well in terms of young players. They have a lot to learn.
The plant on that spike, they could just shoot through the Viper Pit, and everyone
if they're good,
from
for
RRQ
sure.
would have to be checking. They were kind of just hoping that everyone was fighting inside that pit, but unfortunately, high ground advantage for GenG ultimately wins them that round. Struggles, man, for RRQ. They're trying to make these quick, on-the-fly decisions that is ultimately just hurting the entirety of the round for them.
Earliest timeout we've seen from RRQ thus far. Not feeling comfortable at all in this position they find themselves in. 6-6 is the most.
America should have more spots for events than other regions because they're better.
And even then,
I mean, that was up for grabs last year, and they got 0, to be fair. But I do agree the region looks better, but I don't think they should have extra spots.
Economy again weakened, broken down.
But last year that was up for grabs, and they got 0 out of 2, so I'm not sure we can say that too confidently.
Which one he wants does land on the Vandal in the end here, it would seem. But otherwise, 2 Sheriffs and a Stinger to accompany.
Lucky has been such a great initiator player.
Damn, they're changing this one up as well. And are we gonna 3-person walk through this? There
roles that
is.
he's been able to do, right?
Been around pretty much since the very beginning here.
Dude, the dizzy KO flash is savage. Lovely shots. Oh my god, that was so nice. That was so nice. The shots were incredible here. It's another low buy win, by the way. They only win the rounds when they have sheriffs.
Putting, I think, GenG in a false sense of security, or
they picked up 1 extra gun because they still had 2 guns into
it. They like the danger of not having all of these good, better weapons or these better buys, and they're just honed in. Look at that.
I mean,
guy, he even double body shot the other one.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Could he have done better on a Vandal? That's the question.
Yeah, they gotta win a buy round.
No, I want to say
give me some confidence to win a buy round.
Between those guns, but given that it's Elmimore, he's just, he made a name for himself coming into last season because of his
Recon goes in, Killjoy goes ag.
I've said this before. I'll say it again.
That's kind of nice. The turret here, and he still has the alarm bot.
There's 3 different snipers.
Oh, a little bit risky as he was out in the open putting it here.
There's only one. It's the Sheriff.
The turret's gonna watch them cross. Do they expect
now, a lot of space.
this guy close with the turret here?
Jemkin is the only one on the site.
No.
Swing out. He noticed it. Swings in, finds meteor, tries to make a
Lovely trade. A site fully open. Killjoy has a fast flank. And we have no Killjoy on attack to watch their flank.
Molly is at the ready, trying to slow them up. Not get the clear out onto the wingman,
massive duel from Munchkin that can happen soon.
Done now, coming through, but no one able to push
Shock darts on the plant as well, a little bit hard for the plant here. And the timing of the flank, like I said, is perfect.
Still gets the kill. Now their attention is drawn. Texture pushing, catching Xpero, advancing over from screens, but Elmimore now up top.
No, guys. Guys. You have them locked in. Don't push them.
Not allowing for RRQ to get
Man, RRQ's macro plays in some of these rounds, they just read the situations wrong.
No thrifties. I kid, I jest, but look at the timing for Texture too. There was such a small window for him to face the site, deal with the flank coming in from Elmimore, and face the site once again, and he just does it into swift, decisive motion. Texture has been such a force to be reckoned with.
Oh, he really has been. And this is it's a devastating position to be in for RRQ. 2 more rounds to be played out. Really only maybe 1 more ultimate to be seen before the half. Sparrow, though, with a nice swing out, does take down Munchkin. Solid early kill to be found, but Charon with this pit. Make for a very simple post plan situation.
I mean, maybe they can retake this. Ult comes in. Do they even want to try and use the official? Okay, we do. Fast official with the ult.
Forward, looking for a target. It actually might have caught somebody, and it has. Lockyer going to be detained there for the brief little moment. But
maybe.
Fire.
Maybe.
Managing to find one already. Right into the pit. Trying to put some damage
That's
down.
so
Now
unlucky,
the
and now they
right.
do their own fish. Oh, team stun.
Texture as well. They're both detained, but can anybody find the kills? The answer's going to be yes, Meteor. Coming up big. Picks up 2.
Oh man, it's madness.
Can't get anything done.
Hey, Meteor is
The last one to fall. Texture
Meteor
gets
is
the
great,
weapon
man.
back into his hands.
Meteor's doing
GenG
great things
will
as well, though.
Very
He's had some good
chaotic,
impact.
cartoonish round victory to now lock in 8.
I mean, no matter what happens, the Viper Spin's still there. They have to go inside it to defuse it, and it's still effective cover for the other players of GenG that were not hit by the concuss of that Thrash. So, effectively still works in their favor. RRQ, the players that weren't concussed themselves, were so confused or just
Guys, they can't win a buy round.
push power to get into the
They can't win a
deeper
buy
portions
round.
of B main to effectively remove players of GenG.
But they have a sheriff.
Oh, very
Maybe.
close.
Well, maybe we would try to see an orb play here from Elmimore, but seems like RRQ is assessing that it might be a bit too risky for it. Otherwise, he is just 1 off from that lockdown. So that could be absolutely paramount for them. Speaking of lockdown, there's one going to be used, but Flipshider is trying to go for the kill. Instead, gets melted down. So now the players are just going to have to go ahead and back away, get out of the sight.
Got too antsy. Very antsy. As soon as that lockdown dropped, he started moving.
You can see the adjustments here from GenG as well. The double setup on the util behind, trying to make sure that those wraparounds cannot come through. Jim with an opening kill, able to find one, able to find 3! Meteor Texture seemingly lining up for him, end up getting taken down. Charon up over the top, spots him, finally has the headshot.
Player standing.
The 1v2. Charon, the young gun, trying to
Okay.
make it happen.
They only won
Get
rounds
them
when they
over the
had
line.
someone on a
4
sheriff.
rounds and a half for RRQ, but
We'll count that
GenG
as a buy round for
still
sure.
cozy, still out in front with 8.
And what double
Still
kill there for
so
GenG
doable.
to really stop that offense.
4 on the
You know,
defense
when
side of
Charon was
Icebox.
already in the
We'd take
2
that.
squad, thought he was already playing for the post.
Could
but when
be-
you look
could
at
be
it,
better.
the spike wasn't even planted, so he
Could be
had
worse.
to make something happen first, knowing that there were players of RRQ already either super near him, right in front of him, or just somewhere in the vicinity. Either one of those things. He
How do the
cannot
play-ins
plant the
work?
spike
It's
without
just
getting
bottom
punished
3 from
immediately
each
as soon
group,
as he makes that
and then
sound cue.
it's just
So he
round
just
robin.
had to
They
go for
each
Hail
play
Mary
each other.
peek. Fortunately for RRQ here, they doubled up perfectly the back side, and then got
And then whoever
that,
has the best
got
out
that
of
clutch in
the 3
and us
goes
into
through.
this 4-8.
We saw the near run back. GenG, after having that 9-3 scoreline on Breeze. RRQ, can they do something similar with a similar scoreline of that 8-4?
Do they all play
Pistols
back-to-back same
continue to be
day? I
something
have
that
no idea.
GenG
I actually have
has
no
had
idea.
the
I
better
don't
of
think
them.
so.
3-2 in that regard.
They could do
Does
it.
that trend continue, or does RRQ start things off with a win? Elmimore is going
All 3
straight
are on
in
the same day?
until,
Okay, well
screw
then,
it. I've got a
then yeah.
sheriff.
Guess that makes a
Why
lot
not,
of sense,
right?
to be
Yeah,
honest.
he's
That no one
just
gets an extra advantage looking at demos.
So honed in with that. And usually you do see a lot of the Killjoys just use that turret as their only bit of utility. It's free on the pistol, right? Just have that better firepower in the end.
So
Anyways, this
Molly
is usually
lineup
like a full-blown
for
execute,
bench.
which may work as its only
think.
Munchkin holding. He does have the
I
safety
don't
of
think
the
this
wall
gets to
with
the
Charon.
back bit of bench
Quick little
though.
blade at the start of the round should expose what RRQ are thinking to do.
Pressure on it to Munchkin, not greeting
Oh.
for the orb. You can tell how badly he wanted to try to just grab that. He attempted to
Doesn't
fast
look like
track.
it.
Defensive null command. Molly into the corner. Wall comes up, drone. How far forward can it
4
make it?
people.
Not very, because the blind comes in before
Nah,
they
it's
would
gonna be
spot anybody.
madness.
Timken finds the first blood though here in the pistol round, but Karen and Munchkin big 2 reply. Timken finds himself
Dude, the
second
wingman
before
util,
falling,
by the way.
but
I mean,
Charon's
Gecko
on it
util
there.
was outrageous.
Back of the hand, still finds the kills
Lovely.
Finisher.
Lovely for GenG.
Players left
And that
standing.
is
And
the double
GenG
pistol.
We'll go 4-2 in pistols here in the series.
Yeah, that's
I mean, that was
savage.
a risk for GenG, no? Because first and foremost,
And then
that was a
2-4.
full
Every map
gas
was a
up,
2-0 pistol.
toxic screen. So the duration of their push as they're coming into that A site is just gonna again
Damn,
separate the
the
players
range
here
on that,
of
though,
RRQ for
chat.
the
The
entirety
range of that
Look
is
at how slowly
wild.
they came through that.
That
heavy
wingman,
damage,
that wingman
not
hit
having,
3.
Any clear line of sight of the players of GenG tucked at the back of the site. It's just so many things that go against the favor of RRQ here.
Stunned 2 floors up.
Now,
Yeah, he actually did. Stunned the
Set up
guy
here,
that was
outlaw
miles
in
away
hand.
up the top.
clear onto the turret, and oh, he's just so close to swinging into this one. Texture now advancing forward a little bit further, desperately trying to get that line of sight, but wisely, Elmi Moore, at least for now, does back off.
Yeah,
Tailwind
probably
expires.
Tay.
Texture now.
Got a point to
going
prove.
Fire a bit more. Pulls back, but it's like eventually they will move into his range, and they do. Elmi Moore takes it
Second
down.
shot on that is just so fast. Like, that's a prime example of it. Messed up a little
on
bit
down
and then
70.
got bailed out.
Still hungry for the kill. The swing out, now down to 7.
Almost
Jimmy with
again.
A frenzy of all things in that range is what takes him
A
down.
lovely mosh pit.
Molly thrown in, Sabachman comes down with a block, giving her up over the top.
Nah, not again.
He's done, makes for an easy kill
The
there
god
for
slaps
here.
are coming in.
Into his hands, but Jim
He's
Kim
pretty
managing
close.
to double up with a frenzy. 2 players left. The outlaw recovered, flips, scopes
Holy.
in, chips back Raptor,
Yeah.
takes out Munchkin. Now with a
The
spike
good
in
news
hand.
for this guy is he has full armor, so he
Their
can
way
tank
over
a
towards
bullet.
B, and there are no more warning signs set up here for Karen.
What's for Caron, right? The other 2 players
This
are
will
somewhat
be
tagged,
another thrifty.
but wow, what an entry here for RRQ too. Was only really Texture that was holding the angle. He did have some help from Lakia, sure, but dude was too far to really influence this. And Texture was
Pretty far
holding
away.
such
They
a long
don't see where
time,
his
about
I can't.
having
His
an
smoke is
outlaw.
over
They
towards
just kinda
B.
blow
That's
up
a
his
shame.
face, so this
Shame
might
it's
turn
not on the
into
spike
another
itself.
RRQ
It
Thursday.
will help him retake
Flips,
this
he's
though.
pulling off the angle. He was set up for it, but now they're worried that he might have come in underneath tube, and I think by the time he swings out here, Aaron might have broken the line of sight. No, he spawns him for a brief little moment, so now they're both well aware. But this is still a precarious position to be in. The HP bar's low. It's going to be point blank. He's trying to rush him down. Swings around, ring around the rosy here of yellow. He swings back out.
Okay,
Low,
nicely
and
done.
GenG will have the
Yeah, just
finisher.
10 HP after
Outlaw
that
now
body
scooped up
shot,
into his
and they
hands, the
win
Bulldog
another
recovered.
thrifty.
And RRQ with a very
The
much needed
thrifty
round win.
gods. But now they have
I
guns,
just
so
thrifty round with
you're kind of worried for him.
How many has that been for RRQ here to secure them these rounds?
Something like that.
Yeah. Look at that too. And this is just again maybe just a slight lapse on GenG's side, right? Just holding
need to win
too
gun
long
rounds? Yeah,
with
they
Texture,
really
sure.
do.
I mean, Texture can hit those shots,
Just
but
to give
without
us some
proper support,
confidence.
Too many players of RRQ might be too much to handle, which it kind of did.
Yeah.
4 thrifties. I think it's technically 3 thrifties, but
Meteor does
the
not have
other run they
Marshall.
won, they had like
As towards
3
Magic,
guns,
into the
2
pass.
sheriffs.
Can hear, but nope. Flips.
So
We'll be
I
able to
think
just
like
take him down.
we'll
Using that
include
enemy
it.
Outlaw against them. Now the full rotation coming in from GenG. Looking to see if they can do at RQ what RQ just did to them.
Lovely
Of course, on the wall,
recon.
can't make
Wingman
that
goes
one.
in. We've got some numbers here, so
Straight over,
maybe
really
they can do
Munchkin.
some damage.
Shots flying to bound. Lockyer with that sheriff in hand.
There's a
will
little
be able to
bit.
take down Jemkin. So some damage dealt. Spike not planted, but now it is all on Karen. Hear the weapon get dropped. Some shots go his way. See there on to Elmi Moore. Everybody now pushing in towards him with Flips picking up a 3.
Elmi Moore in heaven there.
Crash now
It's cracking me
online.
up. Okay,
But
they
an
won the
extra
buy
money there
rounds,
off
but
the
it was
plan.
against
RQ,
Nico.
just
So
3
now we
rounds
get buy v
separated.
buy.
That is
Fischl,
Outlaw.
and
Past 2 rounds, so much value.
Oh, nice
The
as
ROI
well.
is insane. Because of that too, because Flipside was the one that was fed all of the kills for the most part, he's already gotten his thrash. So very, very big utility use on the offense. Lock it too, but you know, we'll see.
They go aggro on A. 3 people here.
Outlaw not carried forward. It's gonna
Recon.
be full rifles here as we go into kind of the
Knife
delayed
as well.
bonus round here for RQ. See over the
Okay,
top,
Recon
not
gets
much,
shot.
but
They
oh
did
my
good,
goodness,
but they were
straight
yeah they were so
spamming
ready
through
for
the
this.
wall.
The
Takes down
knife
Texture, does
close.
not drop off
As
the
soon as
rope
that
fast
Recon
enough
got
to stay
shot, they
alive.
just
Munchkin
spammed.
still looking to get aggressive though. What can he find? They're all drifting away, and no one watches for
Still was
this.
relatively nice from GenG in terms of the actual idea, though. Two people push, you knife the same person that knifes shoots the recon.
Fantastic
And
awareness here
this
from RRQ.
might be a buy round for them. The first full buy that they actually win, if we include the other guy having a sheriff in the other one.
Right behind him was that Meteor, but I think he decided to just hold mid, just in case anybody was pushing that general vicinity. Now RRQ just, setting up for B.
Just here on the top, nothing spotted. Everything just chopped up here by these Viper walls.
I jinxed them, bro. It had to happen at one point. Like, you expect them to win a buy round at one point. I'm not taking that one.
Still available here
out of a whole game, you're telling me I jinxed them for them winning a buy round? Not a chance.
Cut down instantly, as does Karon. Jemkin with 3. Spike now planted. Meteor, the last one standing with no cash. And try to just push them back and maybe even make the exit. We'll swap over and start drifting away. Try to hold on to this rifle.
Yeah. I mean, he could have decided just to save with the rest of his team, but if he can save a rifle, possibly for Texture in that next round.
YouTube memberships, yeah, I need to look into that. I have no idea what it even.
Where he wants to try to tuck. Looks like it's going to be.
I have no idea what it is, to be honest. I'll look at it.
Alarm bot as well. It screens.
Just I know it's subs for YouTube. I just haven't set it up.
Not necessarily for him. Never mind. Jemkin will fall.
He knows someone's behind.
Oh yeah, they're looking to hound him down. Shoots at his own turn. And that's going to be Elmi Moore. Able to find the kill. Weapons not held on to. RQ now move up to 7.
Whoever got winning the rematch, Secret or Talon? Still Talon, really. You got to go off that first game and how dominant it was.
Timeout coming our way.
That was only one round won by GenG in the second half. Just the pistol and everything else, as you mentioned, even through this delayed gun round, has been taken swiftly by RRQ. This was some sick raids. Like, the setup for GenG was to, as we saw at the start of the round, was to allow Texture to safely and quietly get into Nest, and then Estrella's just like, just to clear him out. Works out.
Of all things. Wasn't even, like a Guardian and Odin.
The bit rate should be like 8,000, I think. I can't remember what it fully is.
I guess Texture just fully believed, like, okay, he's just doing a spray check, he's gonna stop.
Yeah.
Any moment he'll stop shooting me. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
And I think that was the first time we've seen that specific angle be spray checked by anybody from RRQ. It's usually just the kind of left and right on Nest, but anyways, mentality. They thought something was up. Maybe Estrella was thinking,
is Gecko going to be the new Sage on this map? No, honestly, Harbor's going to be the new Sage on this map, but
there's something happening.
There is a definite
instincts were correct.
Gecko Icebox internal meta in Pacific for sure.
Here between the two teams. GenG hoping that they don't need to use another here, at least not for a while. Let's see what they can cook up though, as it's a full Sheriff purchase, half armor for basically everybody other than Lakia, who does have that Thrash at the ready. 0 point lobbed in to begin. As the drone goes up, we'll get the tag in the spot there on a bunch. And now the Hunter's Fury going to be let loose. Really just trying to hound him down, but can't quite get a beat on where he was, but it doesn't matter because Elmi Moore does. Chases in deep enough to be able to get the line of sight. Kill coming across. Jemkin spotting for a brief little moment there. Meteor as he gets his way up.
And they would love to keep this one clean as well and get outrageous amounts of money.
Meteor wide swings
Don't want to use any extra ults into this.
More with the second. The wingman trying to go for the defuse. Texture clearing out one as Flip Shadow dropping down off the top. It's a little bit scattered. Then hands a weapon over to Lakia, but he can't.
2 gun rebuys, armor rebuy. The money's still kind of outrageous. GenG
have closed this gap considerably.
Let's see.
Now just
having a rough time after winning the pistol.
Estrella committing the ultimate, right? Just goes to show how much they want to secure on this A site, right? Just throwing it out. And I mean, the last charge was just to check if there was anybody
I kind of like that. Yeah.
Inside or on the side of generator there. Also, I do like how they mixed up where the plant on the spike was. It wasn't on default, it wasn't on save. It was there right smack on generator, so that once that wall drops down, or if it doesn't,
Zeta or GE, I still think Zeta should win, but I'm telling you, if GE, as long as GE don't have bind in there, then I think it's relatively open.
At the ready,
but I do think that
there's the tailwind popped.
Zetra, definite favorite.
Send it, but Flips not ready to try to go for the punish there. As he gets a blind out onto one, the Thrash going to be playing up close. Texture has to exit, jumps up onto the high ground, trying to stay safe, and Thrash is going to be brought back over. So you can just go ahead and scoop that.
Do I know?
10 seconds.
Chat, do you want to know why as well? You know, you want proof that most of like people that post on like Reddit and stuff about Ye are more, like not necessarily wrong, because I think that there is a good like he probably should be on his better roles, but like the fact that literally no one, when they're talking about DE bleed game, the fact that no one mentioned that they picked Split over Bind, like that is insanity. He had a demo of Bind where they play solo Viper, a free map win, and you don't pick it. Like no one even mentioned that. Like no one knows what they're talking about. That's what I'm saying. But I do think the people that are actually saying this stuff have a point. But the fact that no one mentioned it is wild.
The mind games being played here.
Because that would have been a free. It's a free map. This was a lovely round, by the way.
Heron going to be taken down.
Keep an eye on the jet lock over towards A.
Lakia trying to reach back in towards this kitchen.
Even this bait is lovely as well. Yeah, man, they actually look really good on attack right now. GenG having the trouble that RRQ were having on the fast in terms of not being able to win a buy rounds, but they can't even win the ecos either.
What a masterclass here from RRQ, showing to us how strong being able to
oh yeah, Teats, it was a madness. You might get a good one today for it.
I think GenG was also able to hear most of the players of GenG on the other side of that smoke, especially the Thrash being committed.
I believe so, yeah. At that point, yes.
Yeah, so at that point, RRQ was like, yes, one big ultimate that we have
another
to
big
less
buy
when we
rounds,
go
and
to
RRQ
so
potentially about to take a
and as you
heavy
mentioned,
lead,
the
and their money's out of control.
Very early lurk
Knife goes
from,
in, and we're
forward
going to see the
lurk from
spam
Xfero.
again. No one hits a spam this time, and they are so ready for some aggression, and the call could not be any more spot on.
Back into a position where he could have quickly recovered it and then gone for the rotation. They knew that they were just already so far behind and set up in time that they had to just kind of rush it, so it was very much out of the equation. 3 ults to work, though, here for GenG. Pit available from Karon, and he is set up over at A, so if they hear any noise, perhaps he's just going to full send that one instantly. So Dizzy over the top. Spot anything. Texture still sat here, knives in hand, thinking about if he wants to try to go a little bit more aggressive than he already is.
Wasted a lot of time to do that too. They even deactivated the turret, maybe to get a coax out of GenG.
He's pushing up, and the knife goes into his shoulder.
Knife goes over towards B and hits the Sova as well.
Watching here behind the grate, finds one,
yeah, as they were droning, I think.
This round's starting to very much slip away here from RRQ.
Yeah, this was nice.
Good
patience from GenG on this one. Big Jewel. It's real close, this one as well. This is so doable.
Managing to stay alive.
Gotta start running.
Meteor's gonna hit both of these.
Meteor hearing this, relaying to the rest of the squad. Coming in here from Estrella.
Oh, right on top.
Spike planted.
I mean, can they even try to get away from this position? I don't think they can. I think they have to play right up close.
Oh.
He doesn't confirm the kill.
Okay,
there we
it's
go.
all right.
Will manage to make it happen. That could have been catastrophic otherwise. Flip Shutter now. The 1v3. Finds the first. Gets the headshot. The 1v1 versus Karon. 7 bullets. Can he get
No
it?
way. Oh man, the 1v3. GenG can't get around on defense. What a god, by the way.
I mean, it was a game of hide and seek, right? They had to figure out
Yeah, and
where
they just
he
had no
was.
idea where the other guy
But at
was.
that
So they heard the
point,
footsteps
so
like
ready.
early on, and then they didn't really
Xfero's
realize, because they
heroics
both
with
cut
that
sound when
lurk.
they were planting.
We
They
said it
didn't
right,
realize they were
starting
both
to
down
lose
towards
grasp
site
of
here.
this round, and then Xfero, he heard Garon's footsteps. That's why you saw him jump and try to pocket himself in the corner, so he can get composure back and start
Damn,
working his
dude.
magic on that 1v1. What a clutch from Flipsider.
That's so sick.
Shimmy at the end. You can tell how much RRQ is feeling it right now. Also, how
He's
much
dancing at him.
this win will mean to them. Because not only is it just, would it be keeping them in this tournament, it would be them finally defeating
Wait, the knife hit
demons of
everyone.
GenG.
Yeah.
Okay. So for RRQ, now they're going to have to deal with Texture on this operator. Texture's alone by himself on that A site. Not sure if RRQ was able to spot that earlier in the round. But for now, they are going to start working their magic here. Could be doable as Estrella does have that dart. So if it's thrown anywhere at the back of the site and spots out Texture, this could be catastrophic for him. No contact just yet.
There's the jump. Falling to push him off the angle. But still, Xferal swinging out, and Jimkin was unable to find the angle. He gets taken down. He's looking for the quick peek there. On to the third. Can't make it happen. 30 seconds. As the lockdown comes rolling through, and this is
man, I felt it.
Completely catastrophic.
Oh!
Off sight. Does he want him? I mean, they know he's sight.
Just stuck, hiding
No
up
way he
above.
gets away with this.
No one is actually finding him here. Flips could still be a force.
I can't believe he gets another kill. This guy's walking on water at the moment. First buy round?
10 seconds remaining.
First
No
buy
hope in
round.
hell. Looking for a target, but everybody from GenG just playing back and not giving him the opportunity. As he pushes up onto
Alright,
heaven there,
first
he
buy
will end up
rounds.
falling. GenG,
Money for
they
RRQ is
break the win
outrageous.
streak.
They are
It had
so
been
fine.
6 rounds in a row from RRQ to
Money
get the
here,
10, but now we are
not
tied
so
up
much.
once more.
If they lose the next 1-9 loss bonus,
Such
this
an
is
artist
important.
with this operator. Look at how well he is just able to isolate fight after fight, force RRQ to go to where he wants, where he's prepared.
3 pistols,
Basically,
eco?
what
I
was
mean,
it,
yeah,
3
I guess
kills
so. I guess it was
plus
their own
the
thrifty.
Cancel on the plant with the wingman.
Yeah.
All with just the operator. Absolutely massive from Texture here.
It's still something they have to be concerned about. He's going even further forward this time with that op. Thrash.
Early official
sent.
just to check, and then
Racing looking for a target.
Yeah,
drags
nice
it
and
back
easy.
into
I
a
say
more
nice and
neutral
easy to
position for
pick
the
up.
recovery,
I'm
but
looking at
Texture's
this
actually
guy.
watching for this one. Drone spots him.
That
Now
was
they
nice,
know.
though.
Lockdown gonna be invested as well. Backup comes
if they
through
get over
Munchkin.
towards site, they can use
Obviously
Viper
not
ult.
on the site, so
We've
can't
got a
try
molly
go
to
for the
potentially
nice
stop
little
the
bounce
plant.
setup.
We've got KO ult to
Be able find
retake
the
early.
destruction. Wingman set up to try to get a daze, try to get a delay.
KO ult gets popped.
Flipsider now.
Keep an eye on the Sova
Plan.
late luck.
Swing onto the corner. He's gonna get
Oh,
no,
that
Elmy
is a
Moore gets the
savior
headshot.
kill.
Shuts him down and saves Flip's life. 1 for 1 thus far. The rest, however, can still come
turret
through.
goes
They're
off, so
looking
they know
for
there's
the
one
swing onto
middle.
the corner. They need to get the punish, and
What
they
the
do.
hell is this
Elmy Moore
ult?
once again, putting him down to the ground this time for good.
It's incredible.
Straight up, fallen. The pit invested. If they come creeping forward, it's going to be a counter pit
my.
here from Charon. Things start getting more and more chaotic. I mean, more. Now finding himself his 3rd kill.
This attack
Hit from
ult
GenG,
is too
taken out
good.
of the equation. The 2v2, the ace attempt. Elmy Moore going to be taken down. Texture taps the spike, but time is dwindling. And
Yeah,
Xferal
nicely
stands
done.
his ground.
And I was trying to work out
RRQ
why on
once again
earth did they
take the
plant
lead by
here.
1.
But now I
What's our
fully
best way to
understand
break
it.
down against
It's an
Texture?
outrageous
Throw everything at
Viper
him.
ult.
Just
And
make
then they can
sure
just
that
stay
he
in
does
this
not
area at the
get
bottom
even a
here,
chance
and
to
then just
prepare a
molly over the
shot
top
off.
of the walls.
And they
That was
throw,
cool.
Again, the lockdown, the drone.
It's hard to pull
Because
off
they cleared
because
the
you're
sites
never
because
gonna be
there
able
was
to
no one
plant here
actually
normally.
there to truly
Like,
help Texture,
you're
even
hardly
though
ever
they
gonna be
had
able to
a couple
plant
teammates
here
on that
safely
site
unless you
itself.
have the
And then, as
killjoy
you
ult.
mentioned, it turned into such a confusing battle. The flank coming in from Estrella on mid.
But,
Xferal still
nah, I think it's
has
okay
to
for you,
keep
'cause it's
lives
like,
with the
how'd you
Vipers, but
plant
it would
there?
threaten GenG's,
It only worked with a
retake
killjoy.
on
It's
that
very
site,
situational. It's cool, though.
ultimately leading to that 1-round advantage for
Okay,
RRQ.
and then loss
Around for
bonus is
Elmy Moore,
1-9,
he's
so
already
their loss
over
bonus is
halfway.
really
That's
bad. And
lockdown.
Texture,
GenG continues to kind of, start up this back and forth.
oh, they might have.
Very well could see that.
They might
invested
feel like this is clear
time
now.
being.
They insert one over towards A.
The jet knives and the thrash between the two
More's
teams.
just pocketed on
Yeah,
this corner
and,
here.
I mean this is gone as well in terms of the
Just
dizzy.
Texture pushing up
That's
for
a
bit of
flash
that
to get
map
info
control,
that is
right?
gone fully.
Both of them just patiently waiting.
And this
excuse
guy,
me.
his
Lock it
1
from
rotate,
Dizzy,
2
which is not
rotate,
Yeah.
hasn't heard the third yet as the third is walking.
Backs
So,
away. Suppression on the 1.
Elmy
Jim
Moore
getting caught by
walking
that.
into A
Everybody
after
else,
hearing a
however,
double rotate.
successfully avoiding, so this doesn't paint that big
He
of a
gets
picture as
all
far
the
as how
way
many
to back at
players
A,
from
takes the
RRQ are
jaws,
here.
and then now
Elmy Moore
it should be
taken
forced to
down,
kind of.
actually.
Well, this turns into a
Still
weird
gonna
round.
try to rotate over here towards A. Xferal applying some pressure in mid. Gets spotted out. Karen, as low as he is, so he needs to nail the headshot. But no, Meteor out from under 2.
And this guy,
Managing to find that
Shouldn't
kill. Now
get
Texture
checked,
tucks away into
really.
the corner,
Yeah.
drops the spike, looks for a little bit more.
Spike down A.
Slipshider using that vulnerability. That leaves Jemkin. in a 1v5.
Okay, nicely done, and it's a sick round for GenG to win because their money is good, and the money from RRQ is already good as well. So
should still be a healthy buy here for RRQ.
yeah, it is.
But wow.
See if this gets to 11-11. It's insane.
To the back of the side. He almost got Kara on there too. Word here is almost, right? The almost flank from Xpero on mid, but GenG always, every single corner, every single peeking position.
I want to say this is the last timeout, I'm pretty sure.
The fake out from RRQ, they realized it already.
There's a chance GenG have another one.
While RRQ was moving slowly back onto A, they were already prepared.
They have one more? Yeah, I think
to
that is right.
counteract, to punish, and to win that round.
Final timeout used here by RRQ. GenG still have one more in their back pocket.
Oh yeah, of course, but it's literally gifted for me.
Curious to see if Solo
They're trying to make my life easy, and I'm out here trying to remember
stuff.
stuff.
What happens in the next round? Probably the latter, but it's high pressure time now.
Yeah, everyone can talk.
11-11 with your
Is this
tournament
game
life on the
2?
line.
Nah,
Neither team
it's third map.
Neither team wants a vacation. They want to keep playing.
Third map,
Waited long enough.
game 1.
Don't want that early departure.
Yeah. Big chance too, right? To stack up those champion points, and of course the qualification for Madrid. It's all on the line here. And
This buy
has
wouldn't
gone
be...
to
There'd be a few
utmost
people. I mean, he has
limit,
knives
like,
for next round,
this has been
so
the closest
no matter
it's
what
ever
happens
been
in this,
between
pretty much we get a full buy
in
next
the
round anyway.
series.
Knife goes in towards A, they decide to go aggro again, and there's no one here to kind of realize, but every time they've thrown this knife, they have gone a little bit aggro, so they might put one-on-one together. With the early info over towards A, we can have a 4-person stack for GenG.
He'll play first contact in case that rotation does come through. The early alert system for them to start rotating back to A, and
Is this guy going to swing into the turret, or is he just going to hold the line? Perfect. Man, GenG are in a really good spot.
Follow up Dizzy again. Nothing spotted. Everyone playing fairly far back. Just respecting the position here.
No one from GenG has actually showed themselves. And as you mentioned, because Texture is so far forward, they know that at least the majority of RRQ's players should be here on B.
Your point goes out. Set. Out. Going to a few players here, but Media not going to be coming over to Gem Kidding Sparrow.
My goodness, there's so many kills here. Yeah, they just had all the numbers here. And although Texture didn't get involved, he deserves a big shout out for this. Yeah, just holding, and he didn't over-aggress, right? This is the prime example of like winning a round just from holding position. If he goes closer here and this turret goes off, they know that he has full info because he just holds this line, he doesn't get greedy.
As I mentioned, they already knew.
They just don't get the info. There's a 4-person stack here, and yeah, Meteor just cleaned up as well. So one chance to close this one. And yeah, I'm telling you that that's such a good sign. It's always so hard to find like duelists that can find the level of winning the rounds and then trying to go too far to win the rounds.
The opposite side, as is the lockdown for Meteor. 0 point gets the catch onto it.
Like he won the round just with positioning alone, doing nothing.
They have to read that there's going to be an operator in this position. Crash goes out, but actually doesn't check close, so Lock
this is a
away.
Oh man, the bait is going to be so good. Yeah, the bait is so good. The first time they decided to fight over towards B. Sick from them. Lovely change up. This was a good game in the end, especially this map's pretty fun. I tell you, GenG's GenG have some sick stuff on this map.
Nearest the goal